Hey everyone, GuardianE here with another Questline playthrough in Azur Lane, this time taking a closer and much needed look at Taiho, one of the most popular ships in the game, for good reason, introduced and debuted during the anniversary, and definitely one of those ships that every once in a while makes her way back into the Secretary's circulation, and she certainly looks great in the ravishing red dress that also made its debut on the anniversary. They did update her voice lines as well with this live 2D dress, so they did kind of expand the functionality of it, which is always great. It's always wonderful when they're able to kind of just add those sorts of things for free, because it's actually, this costume's actually been out, obviously, in the Japanese version and the Chinese version for a while, and they only recently updated it and gave it more voice lines, so that's actually pretty awesome. So I've actually been looking forward to going through this quest line myself. I haven't had an opportunity to actually, this will be a blind playthrough of course, so I'll be experiencing it for the first time with all of you as well. So I'm looking forward to it, looking forward to how they expand on Taiho's characterization. I think that obviously she has somewhat of a reputation for being somewhat of a yandere, a little stalkerish, sometimes a little bit scary in her obsession with the commander, but all the same, I'm looking forward to how they're going to be expanding that and how that's going to be coming into play during her questline itself. So let's go ahead and jump into the questline storyline and see what it's all about. Taiho, Body and Soul. Chapter 1. A Secretary Ship's Duty? Question mark? Part 1. So we're starting with a multi-parter and a little confusion as to what the Secretary Ship's duty is, I guess. Maybe Taiho can answer the question for us. Port Office. Was it this document my commander needed? I know it was, naturally. I hadn't yet said a word when Taiho was already handing me the paper I was about to ask for. Tea for my commander. Just as I was starting to feel thirsty, Taiho brought me a cup of tea. Is my commander feeling tense? Come, let Taiho rub your shoulders. It's like she was able to sense the soreness in my shoulders. I could feel Taiho's penetrating gaze. Don't mind me, my commander. Just focus on your work. Ask why she's staring at me? You may not like the answer. Let's go ahead and go for it. Why, because you're so magnanimously stunning, my commander. Well, that's very flattering. And how else am I supposed to learn more about you? Only by keeping my eyes on you 24/7 can I understand your needs well enough to service them at any time. Yeah, getting that little bit of obsessive streak out there. That's part of a Secretary Ship's duty, after all. I'm not so sure, maybe. Somehow, it seemed like a reasonable explanation at the time. If there's anything you'd ever like to do, my commander, you're free to do it. Leave the busy work to Taiho. I like that arrangement. I think that works. Whispering. Of course, Taiho is the only one my commander will ever need. Alright, I believe you. I heard something I was probably not supposed to hear. Chapter 2. A Secretary Ship's Duty? Question mark? Part 2. Alright, so maybe we'll get to the bottom of this here. A thick, pungent, and powerfully sweet smell hung heavy in the air. Heh. You're so cute when you sleep. Delightful. Good morning, my commander. I was just panicking about how to properly wake you. Quickly taking in my surroundings, I was sure I was in my own quarters. I've already prepared a delicious breakfast for you. Now let's get you cleaned up first. I wasn't sure how Taiho had gotten into my room, but I decided to deal with it after brushing my teeth. You're having a Sakura-style breakfast this morning, my commander. I hope you enjoy it. Taiho looked at me with anticipation. She really wanted me to taste her cooking. Well, I'll gladly taste your cooking. That sounds great. That sounds delicious. I will taste your cooking and thank the 10 million gods. Let's go with that. My commander is so worldly. You know our Sakura Empire customs so well. By the way, I went ahead and cleaned up for you while you were sleeping, my commander. Too bad I didn't find anything good. I'm on to you, Taiho. I see your game. I see the game you're playing. So, implying that, you know, she went rummaging through my things to try to find some maybe adult paraphernalia that may give her some cues as to what I'm into. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Go ahead. That's fine. I thought I heard Taiho say something. Ask Taiho how she got in. Well, this is kind of opening the floodgates, isn't it? Alright, so we'll ask her how she got in. It's obvious, isn't it? You always lock your doors, so I copied the key. Okay. It's like I said, you're free to do anything you want. Just leave the busy work to Taiho. Anytime, any place, all day, every day. Rain or shine, I will do anything and everything for you, my commander. That is devotion. That is what a secretaryship should do, after all. I got the feeling I was going to have to get used to this lifestyle. Chapter 3. Taiho's Nemesis? Question mark? A lot of question marks, I don't know. But maybe a rival? A rival appears on the scene. See who it is. Port office or back in the office. I'm here to serve as your eternally devoted secretary once again, my commander. You need only focus on... Surprise! Oh my god, Albacore, what are you doing here? This is not your story. We don't need you here. Aye! Albacore? I got you good, didn't I? I was a lot more afraid of Taiho's reaction than I was of Albacore's surprise. What are you doing here? Ahaha, I just came by to see you, Taiho. How you doing? Thanks to you, I'm a little on edge right now. Yeah, right. So anyway, I came across this new game. If you got time today, how about we try it out? Albacore, go home. We don't need you. I have very important secretaryship duties today. Duties that involve staying forever by my commander's side. I don't have time to play with you. Duh. Just bring the commander along with us. Come on, come on. This little urchin acts all sweet and innocent to manipulate my commander. Fine. I'll think about it. Hee hee, yay! Then I'll come back and get you later. Bye-bye, Taiho, commander. They were getting along better than I expected. Getting along with that child? I hope not. Every time she comes around, I get dragged off to something. And this time, she's roped you into it. I can't imagine what she's planning. It was unusual to see Taiho so ruffled. Could it be that Albacore was her nemesis? So a little bit of background there. Albacore, I believe, historically either torpedoed or hit Taiho at some point. I don't know exactly the specifics of it, but obviously they have some sort of relationship that is kind of a rivalry. And obviously Taiho is a little skittish around Albacore for good reason. I wasn't expecting Albacore to make a guest appearance here, but she did, I guess. So it's interesting, I guess, to see that kind of relationship come to fruition in her quest line. So we're on chapter 4, A New Alliance? Question mark. Again, these very inquisitive chapter titles. Ooh, cherry blossoms. While out for a stroll on my day off, I came across Taiho having a chat. You're a difficult lady to find, Taiho. I rather like staying alone in my room, except of course when I can be with my commander. Somehow I knew you'd say that. Hey, it's Shokaku. It was Shokaku she was with. But you know, sitting here with you, I actually find you pretty easy to talk to. Unlike certain aircraft carriers giving off that get the hell away from me vibe. Hehehe. You're talking about Akagi, aren't... Huh? This scent. My commander? Scent? Oh, commander. Oh, my commander! Hehehe. Did you come here just to see me? I'm touched. Before long, the three of us were having tea together. So, you can recognize the commander by scent alone? You're really something, Taiho. Ahaha, there's no one alive who can match Taiho's love of my commander. Not even Akagi. Ooh, those are bold words. The Battle of the Yanderes, I would pay to see that, for sure. But yeah, so she's putting Akagi to the test. I wonder if Akagi is going to be making an appearance in this scenario. Now, fighting strength is a different story. Akagi has a lot more battlefield experience than I do. Now, what do you say to an alliance? Alliance? If we joined forces, we'd definitely be more than a match for Akagi, don't you think? Am I right, Commander? That's a dangerous question to get into. While I was a little worried about Shokaku's ulterior motives, I figured it was best to let them handle this for themselves. Well, if even my commander agrees, then I guess... Excellent! This marks the birth of the Anti-Akagi Alliance, and that makes us official allies. Hehehe, let's see Akagi try to steal my commander now. I saw a side of Taiho I hadn't seen in my secretary's ship. It was... sneakier, craftier, maybe happier? I couldn't for the life of me tell why she was in such a good mood. Alright, so we've got an alliance, we've got a nemesis. What's next? Chapter 5, A Mighty Clash. Maybe some fighting, some fights going on. Oh, we're at the academy. I was out patrolling the base with my secretary ship, Taiho. Oh, hello, Akagi, Kaga. Okay, so it does look like we're going to be getting an appearance from Akagi. Maybe the alliance is going to come into play here. Taiho, making the rounds with the commander. How diligent. Commander! And Taiho? Okay, so Akagi is making an appearance. We could get a little Battle of the Yanderes, potentially. The crazy Sakura ships, the little obsessive streaked Sakura ships. Aha! Aha! Okay. I look away for how long, and the commander's already covered in pesky little vermin. Looks like it's time for yet another round of pest control. Alright, so it looks like Akagi is looking to fight. Crimson flames start to lick up towards Akagi's body. Crimson flames started to lick up from Akagi's body. Until... smush. I felt an incredible softness enveloping my arm. It was Taiho? Isn't it a shame, Akagi, that it's me, Taiho, at my commander's side? Oh, but don't you worry. I'm doing a fine job in your place, Akagi. I've checked every inch of my commander's body for vermin. I've licked clean every nook and cranny. It's very explicit, Taiho. Trying to get under Akagi's skin here for sure. Why, you little. You're the one who copied the commander's key. It's you who's been sneaking into that room every night to do heaven knows what. Hehehe. Wasn't it you who threatened Akashi into letting you replace all my commander's lunches with your own special ingredients? What? What? Akagi, what? What does that mean? What special ingredients? That can go in a lot of different directions. I like most of them, but not all of them. So we gotta flesh that out and maybe have a chat, Akagi. So Akagi does have her own quest line. Maybe that's illustrated there. The tension between the two of them was palpable, and Taiho's grip on my arm was getting tighter and tighter. I completely lost my forearm to the softness. That's not a bad thing. Commander... At least Kaga was looking out for me. Ahahaha! To get to walk like this, arm in arm with my commander. I am truly the happiest girl alive. She certainly seemed jovial. To serve as your secretary, to give you the freedom to do whatever you want. I'm sure this is the way to earn our just rewards. For you and I both, my commander. And that's how we ensure something like what happened back then, that will never happen again. It turned out this secretaryship job had a very special meaning for Taiho. Chapter 6. Taiho's Disappearance, Part 1. Oh no, disappearance? I don't like the sound of that. Port Office. Little by little, I've been getting used to Taiho. I've prepared all your documents for the day right here, my commander. These are the urgent ones, the lower priority ones are down here, and the ones unworthy of my commander's attention are in the trash. Okay. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. My commander's been working so hard. Please, have some tea. I went ahead and added that spice you were talking about with yukikaze to your dinner. Oh. I also drew a bath for you, and if your shoulders are sore, I hope you'll let me rub them for you. What's wrong, my commander? Could it be you want to taste me? Want to bathe with me? Or maybe you want to do some filthy, depraved things with me? Don't ask questions to which you already know the answer, Taiho. I'd even gotten used to her way of saying stuff like that. She would cross the line from time to time, but even so, Taiho was an objectively dedicated secretary who took her job seriously. Still, I worried she was neglecting her own health for my sake. I decided it would probably be a good idea for Taiho to take a day off. My commander... I saw a new emotion welling up inside Taiho, overpowering her. It was loneliness. The next day, Taiho disappeared. Alright, so we're on the final chapter where I guess we're going to finally see what Taiho did on her day off, maybe. Hopefully she's not too hurt by the implication that she should take some time for herself. Chapter 7, Taiho's Disappearance, Part 2. Ah, it's my room. There was no breakfast waiting for me when I woke up the next morning. Taiho? Commander, you don't look so good. What happened? Taiho? I haven't seen her. Isn't she always with you? I went to the office, but there was still no sign of her. Commander, thank goodness you're here. You gotta come quick. It's Taiho. She... Oh no. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. I was just joking around with her. I said she was being too clingy and she was just gonna end up pushing you away. I really didn't think anything of it. I never thought she'd lock herself away in her room like this. Oh no, she's become a recluse. You're the only one she'll listen to, Commander, so it's gotta be you. Please get Taiho to come out of her room. Taiho's door was closed tight. Knock on the door and announce yourself. Taiho! Is that my commander? Taiho sounded weaker than I'd ever heard her before. I always thought everything I was doing was for your sake, my commander, but I never for a second thought about how you felt. When Albacore said that to me yesterday, I suddenly realized how clingy I'd been, how awful I'd been. But I'm in love with my commander. All I ever think about is my commander. When I close my eyes, all I see is my commander. You're my whole world. Tell her it's okay. I don't know if it's okay. I feel like maybe this isn't the most healthy thing in the world, but you know what? Let's go with that. We'll tell her it's okay. You don't think I interfere with your life too much? Nah. You don't think I'm greedy for wanting to know everything about you at all times? You won't feel annoyed? Nah. You won't pretend to like me to my face, only to turn around and hate me behind my back? Nah. Taiho sobbed out her questions. Aww. Tell her you need her. Of course I need you, Taiho. Is that true? You really don't hate me? You're really not just tolerating me? You really love me? I didn't even have time to answer before she threw open the door. My commander! Wow. Wow, okay. Taiho pulled me close and buried me in her chest. It seems she already knew. She knew the only answer I could give her was yes. Okay. Alright, well that concludes the quest line. Kind of an abrupt ending, but it seems as though trying to keep her at arm's distance for her own good didn't really do her any good. She kind of became a little bit of a recluse and kind of wallowed in her own loneliness, and we don't want that. We don't want that for her, so... yeah, I mean, I think the questline pretty much reinforced the feelings and the thoughts that and opinions that most people have about Taiho. It kind of goes along with her character that I think most people have sort of established early on for her. But it was, of course, nice to see her in the interactions. I liked the little rivalry with Akagi. That was a lot of fun. The alliance with Shokaku was also pretty neat. Albacore was there, which I could take or leave personally. But it does kind of show the fact that, like, she begrudgingly plays with Albacore, I guess, and so, like, she does have kind of a, I don't know, I guess a soft spot for kids, maybe. So that's endearing too. So I did like the quest line. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think it definitely showcased kind of who she is, and you know, I liked the little explosion that she came into your arms at the very end. It was very sweet. So. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about Taiho's Secretary quest line. If you liked it, if you had gotten it yourself, maybe from before, what your thoughts were, and how you would rank it among the quest lines. And also let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more of the Secretary quest lines. I certainly plan on doing more of these. Unfortunately, I just haven't had time. It's always been on the agenda, and I just have never had an opportunity to lately, so I do want to make my way through some of my favorite ships' quest lines. Of course, we've already gone through a couple of them, like Atago and Sirius, and of course we're going to go through more as we unlock them and have an opportunity to record them. So thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you taking time out to experience Taiho's questline Body and Soul with us for the first time. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Azur Lane content. Again, we thank you all so much for watching and taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those waters.